It's Monday, June 29th, 2015, and let's talk about what happened this weekend over at xdadevelopers.com. First up, the Sony Xperia Z3 Plus is now available in India for just under 56,000 rupees. It's nice to see them expanding the availability, but for that price, there are a lot of really nice options out there. Speaking of Sony though, the specifications for a potential new device, model number E5663, leaked this weekend. Looks like it's going to have a 4.6-inch 1080p display, a 21 megapixel rear-facing camera, a 13 megapixel front-facing camera, 3 gigs of RAM, and surprisingly enough, a MediaTek MT6795 octa-core processor. Given the model number, it looks like it might end up going straight to India, and it might be an India exclusive device, but it does look like a pretty interesting one. Speaking of device leaks, some more information came out about the upcoming Meizu MX5. The leak suggests that it's going to have a 5.5-inch 1080p display, the MediaTek 6795T octa-core chipset, 3 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage, and a nice size 3150 mAh battery. The camera will supposedly be able to record at 2160p resolution as well, which is a nice option, and it should come running Android 5.01 out of the box. Also this weekend, it came out that Chinese manufacturer Oukitel is working on a device with a 10,000 mAh battery. Wait, what was that? A 10,000 mAh battery. We really don't know anything about the potential device other than that planned battery size, but with that size battery, they say it could last up to a week between charges. Hopefully that will inspire the next generation of devices that are coming out to come with larger batteries. I mean, 3,000 mAh batteries, they're nice, but 10,000 mAh, wow. Now there was some awesome development related news that came out this weekend as well. Amazon released a bunch of things related to their Echo device, you know, the little Bluetooth speaker / personal assistant. They're going to be releasing all of the info needed to recreate Alexa, the digital assistant, in other devices, but they've also gone ahead and released an SDK to interact with Alexa, so developers can start allowing their apps to be controlled through voice interaction with this Amazon Echo device, and then eventually with other devices that use the same technology. And if it's anything like the other Amazon services that I've used in the past, there should be a ton of documentation and example code and samples out there to help you get started. With the latest release of AOSP, Android 5.11r5, Google also released the source code to support Wi-Fi calling. Obviously, this is only going to be useful to a very limited group of people, since there are only a few carriers that actually support it at this point, but it is still nice to know that if your device doesn't have the ability to do it right now, you might be able to take that ability and then bake it into a custom ROM for your device. And in a bit of an I saw that one coming type story, Google has announced that they're ending official support for development with Eclipse, meaning that the Eclipse Android developer tools and the Android Ant build system are going to be going away. Since they've been spending so much time building up Android Studio for the last year and a half at least now, I kind of figured this was going to happen. So if you haven't already started checking out Android Studio, you might want to go ahead and give it a look and just see what it's going to take to bring your projects over. A soak test for Android 5.1 on the 2014 Moto X on Verizon has started. XDA senior member Shane1 has captured that update and made it available in case you'd like to give it a shot. Just keep in mind it's about 500 megabytes to download and your device cannot be modified. It has to have the stock recovery on it. I also read somewhere else that a soak test for the Droid Turbo running Android 5.1 was going on as well, but I didn't see that pop up on the XDA portal for whatever reason. The final snapshot builds of CM11 and CM12 have started rolling out this weekend to supported devices, so nightlies for those are going to be going away. This means that more focus is going to be able to be shifted toward Android 5.1 and onward, which is really nice. So if you're on one of these older builds, do be aware that unless there's something ultra critical, some really nasty bugs out there, you may not be receiving any further updates on those older software versions. And in an excellent bit of news, XDA forum member Rob Poll86 managed to get Google's Project Fi running on a Nexus 5. The funny thing is though, all it really took was activating the SIM in a Nexus 6 and then moving it over to a Nexus 5 in a SIM adapter. You can keep an eye on his progress and the progress of other people trying to do the same thing over in his thread, which is linked to in the portal post. And one last thing, a Sunday Debate article went up asking if you prefer the heads-up style notifications that came in with Android Lollipop, or if you like the older notification style from previous Android versions better. But you know what? That's going to be about all from me for today. You can find the links to all the stories that I talked about down in the video description as usual, as well as the links to my YouTube channels. Remember, if you like this video, please do give us a like down below the video and subscribe to receive all of our content as soon as it becomes available. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.